Share.
Hello, everybody. We are so excited to be sharing with you the LiveGood compensation plan simplified. My name is Dr. Erin. This is my husband, Garth.
Hi, everyone.
And we are, as of today, at this recording, platinums in LiveGood. It took us 90 days to get to platinum. It was so fun. We're going to share simple steps to get started and to get started strong. So here we go. So in our compensation plan, we really have 3 buckets of payouts, 3 buckets of behaviors, because comp plans work when you work them. Compensation plans are designed for certain behaviors that when you do those certain behaviors, you maximize the payout. So these are the 3 buckets you want to think of. There are actually a couple other ways to get paid here in our comp plan, but these are the 3 main buckets. The first bucket is the fast start bucket. This is paid out weekly. The second bucket is matrix commissions. That gets paid out monthly. And the third bucket are matching bonuses. Those get paid out monthly.
Yep. So let's start with that first bucket. That is your weekly fast start. You've signed someone up. They've paid their $40 one-time membership fee, and they've paid their first month's membership of $9.95. That's $50. You get $25 if they're an affiliate. If someone comes in and just wants to shop and be a customer, or as we call it in our plan, a member, they pay that $9.95. You get 50% of that, or $5. What's beautiful with our compensation plan is you can enroll as many people as you want. You can go as wide as you want. There's no limit. If you've come from other network marketing companies with compensation plans, you may recognize the term unilevel. That's very much how this fast start is structured. We call it an enrollment tree in our compensation plan. So the next part of the weekly fast start that's beautiful, again, that's still part of that first bucket, is the match. So let's say I'm a bronze, meaning I've enrolled 2 people. I've enrolled 2 people direct to me. I've earned my first rank, which is a bronze. And let's say one of those people is Erin. So I'm going to get 50% or $25 of her enrollment that she joined as an affiliate. And let's say that she asked Sally to join. Sally becomes my level 2. And since I'm a bronze, I get 10% of that level 2 of the bronze, which is $5 from that $50 enrollment. So as you see, as you rank up in here, you can get weekly matches, weekly bonuses up to 10 levels deep, which is absolutely incredible.
That's so great. Okay, so before we move on, do you want to hit stop screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So what we were just talking about there was the unilevel part of the compensation plan. And a unilevel is you, and then you can enroll as many people as you want to infinity, and then they enroll people. Okay. So that was the fast start part of the compensation plan. We have a second part of our compensation plan called the matrix, and Garth is going to walk you through that.
Yep. So it's kind of, yeah, as Erin mentioned, we've got the 2 main engines, the weekly fast start and then this matrix commission. So I'm going to actually, we've shown you the table here. So I'm going to do my little drawing, which is not nearly as pretty as Erin's, but
Lord. Okay.
So this is, you'll hear in our matrix called the 2x15. So you've got you at the top. You've enrolled your first 2, they've enrolled 2, or you've helped, and it fills in. Each layer of this matrix increases by 2. So 2, 4, 8, 16 goes up to 15 levels deep, which at that point, there's over 65,000 people in your matrix. And that's just strict numbers of how the compensation plan is set up. So let's take a look at what that means from this part of the comp plan. So one of the things you've often heard about is to not make income claims. So I want to stress that, but with this part of our compensation plan, these dollar amounts you see here at the bottom is just pure math. So if I go back to what is shared with you of the 15 levels deep, if you're a diamond, that's 65,000+ people. 65,000+ times a quarter for each person, which is what this 2.5% is. So that's 2.5% of their monthly membership, $10.25. When you times that by 65,000+, you get that $16,383 at the bottom there. So these numbers are just pure math as the matrix fills in over time.
So let's imagine you never enrolled anyone, and somehow, some way, your matrix filled up. You would make $2,047 residual income a month. You want to make sure you rank up to either bronze or silver at least, because then you double that residual income. Look at, if you add on another layer, it doubles that income. So this payout on this part of the plan is true residual income, because we have a 96% retention rate here at LiveGood. So these quarters add up. So you're not going to wait to make quarters, but you're going to be glad that you are. Okay. What's really also so generous about this compensation plan is members and affiliates both count as taking a position in the matrix. So let's say you have a member that wants to start shopping, and then in the future, they're like, I think I want to start sharing this and make money. Their position in the matrix is where they originally came in at. So it locks in their spot in the matrix. When they upgrade to become an affiliate and pay a one-time $40 fee, they're locked in when they first became a member. So that is so exciting. It kind of makes it clear why you will want to enroll adult children and your spouse when you are willing to pay that $9.95 a month, because they're locked in at that place.
So one of the things you want to be in the matrix is I think you wanted to cover this, right? To be a spillover creator. So do you want to cover it, or you want me to, honey?
So you want to be a spillover creator, not a spillover waiter, which means you're going to go and fill in your matrix. You're going to share LiveGood with people, because guess what? If you teach people to do nothing, they will do nothing.
Yeah.
So, and like I said on the last slide, are you really going to wait around to make a 25-cent commission? No. Here's the other thing. When you become a bronze, you fill in those top 2 spots of your champagne tower, your matrix. And then after that, the computer goes looking for your next spot. So after you fill in your top 2 spots, you become a blessing, because everything you do and all of your efforts here at LiveGood becomes spillover for people on your team. So you go bronze, you become a blessing. You really want to ask yourself when you enroll, who are your top 2 favorite humans? And you want to put them in at those top 2 spots of your matrix. We put our favorite child, just kidding, at the top spot. She is making quite an awesome income because we have been working LiveGood. She gets all of our spillover. So you want to bless your 2 favorite people and say, I would love to see if you want to be one of my spots and get plugged into the matrix and pay your $9.95.
And just one thing real quick on that. So the first 2 spots, the way the matrix fills in, it's all based off of time. If you've come from other companies that maybe have had a binary, you place people left, right, strong leg, weak leg, whatever terminology you have. That's not how we operate here. It's just literally wherever that next open spot is in that champagne tower or the matrix is where you go. It all comes down to timing. There's no placement. There's no preferential treatment. The playing field is absolutely level here from when people join. So the third bucket, this is by far the most powerful bucket of our compensation plan. We'll show you an example here in just a minute, but this is the matching bonus. So much like you had a matching bonus in the weekly fast start, you have a matching bonus in the matrix or bucket number 2, but the matching doesn't kick in until you rank up a couple of levels. You'll notice there's no unranked category here. There's no bronze category here. It starts at silver. So that's where we talk about get yourself to silver and gold, and we'll show what that looks like here in a minute, to maximize this matching bonus. So what I want to point out on here, when you notice you go to diamond, this is where that unilevel or that enrollment tree comes into play here. When you're a diamond, you're matching other diamonds in your enrollment tree up to 5 generations deep. But it gets even crazier than that, because let's say I am a diamond and Erin is a diamond. I match her diamond, but then I also match her as a platinum. I match her as a gold. I match her as a silver, and I match her as a personal. So that 25 cents starts compounding on itself, and it becomes absolutely ridiculous what this matching bonus is here. And we'll show you an actual screen grab here in just a minute. I don't know if you wanted to cover anything more on this one.
Yeah. So is this the unilevel or the matrix?
Oh, that's a great point. This is actually what ends up being a hybrid. And the reason why I say it's a hybrid is your match is off of that person's matrix, which is everyone in their champagne tower. But I'm only matching on people that I enrolled or are in my enrollment tree. So I'm not matching on the person above me who signed someone up and they're in mine. So this is the part where it's a little bit of a blend. It's your enrollment tree who you match, but the paycheck is matched off of their matrix, which is everyone.
Nice. So unlimited 50% matching on their matrix space for all your directs, just reminding you of that. So again, you want to sponsor as wide as you can, and then you want to rank up and you want to help people rank up, because then you capture all of the ranks below you up to 5 levels deep as a diamond. So if I am just a bronze and someone in my matrix pops up to gold, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond, am I going to get matched on them, Garth? No.
Yep.
But if I am a diamond, I'm going to get matched on all the diamonds up to 5 levels, all the platinums, all the golds, all the silvers. So that is a party.
Yep.
Okay.
And it gets crazy. We'll show you here in just a minute.
So if someone comes and asks you, so can you show me how to make 6,000 per month or 3,000 per month? What I want you to understand is there are a million different paths to all of these ranks. There are a million different paths to diamond. There's option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to infinity. There are specific kind of income ranges that we can point to. Silvers make about $100 plus. Up to gold, they make about $300 to $500 plus. Platinums, that's when you come in around 1,000 a month, all the way up to 10,000. So there's a huge range. And then diamonds are around 10,000 plus. So if someone comes in and says, how do I make $5,000 a month? We say, let's get you to platinum. How do you do that? You sponsor as many people as you can. And here's what you do. You enroll as many people as you can, as fast as you desire, until you find about 3 to 5 leaders who also want to go diamond. So you get to choose how fast you go, how quickly you want to get to the 5,000, because we don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. You don't know who's going to come in and build this like you as a leader. But you find 3 to 5 leaders, you will go diamond, because there's a lot of ways to diamond. There you can do 5 legs of 500. You can do 3 platinums. You can do lots of little, legs all over the place. But you see, you want to enroll as many people as you can, as fast as you want to get there, until you find those 3 to 5 leaders who are also going to diamond.
One thing I want to point out before we go to the next slide, which is the wow slide, is the dollar amounts listed in that bottom left. That's kind of more the near term money. And the reason why I say that is we come back to this screen right here. As the matrix fills in, and that near term, I don't know when near term becomes midterm, becomes long term. I don't know. It all depends on how fast this grows. Now, we've grown to 800,000 people in 10 months, which is extremely fast.
The company has.
But if you look at here, if you go back to those bronze and silvers, where in the previous slide, I think you had like $100 to $400 over time. If your matrix fills in, look at those dollar amounts there for bronze and silver. So I just want to remind you that the dollar amounts we show here are kind of that near term. Eventually, as things build and grow, those dollar amounts will increase. So let's go to this last one here, which is a little bit of a wow. Now, you look at on here, this is 2 of the buckets that were paid. This was bucket number 2 and bucket number 3. The matrix bonus is that champagne tower of awesomeness. That's all those quarters. So if we just do simple math, 1,000. Oh,
this is someone's paycheck. We don't know who this is.
Yeah.
We don't know who this is.
We don't know who it is. We don't know how long they've been with the company. We don't know any of
Less
that.
than 10 months, because none of us have been here more than that. Okay.
Exactly. So, no one pre-existed the company.
Their matrix bonus.
Yeah. So if we just do simple math, the matrix bonus, 1,000, we'll just say $1,300. That's made up of all those little quarters. So if we take that 1,300 times 4, that's going to tell you that their matrix, their champagne tower, is about 5,200 people, 5,300 people. That's it.
That's not 64,000 people, is it, Garth?
No, that's only, we'll just say 5,200 for simple math. That's how many are in their matrix that they're making the quarters. But look at that matching bonus. That is obviously not just 5,200. So why is that? We don't know exactly, but just based off of our understanding of the comp plan, most likely what this person has is a lot of silvers and a lot of golds.
Silver and gold.
Thank you. Yes.
Silver and gold.
So they're getting that silver and gold matrix on a lot of people, probably a lot of first level, second level folks in there. And it just starts building and building and building. So that's why we highly encourage you to get to silver, get to gold, obviously get to diamond, but get your team to those silver and golds as well, because there's a tremendous amount of success in those levels. And again,
I don't think you'll sleep tonight after that one.
That's 1 month.
Become a silver and gold making machine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silver and gold making machine.
You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Pro tip. If you have a spouse and you love them, just kidding, and they are willing to pay the $9.95 a month, this is what you're going to do. I'm going to go to gold first. Which is 30 personals. And then I've enrolled Garth, and then I'm going to use Garth's link and get him to gold. After we get him to gold, we're going to go back and use my link, and we're going to get me to platinum. Then we're going to use his link and get you to platinum.
Yep.
You're going to want to do this if you have a spouse, because you will have rank requirements to go higher and higher that this will help you with, right?
Yeah.
So if I can go diamond by needing 3 platinums, let's make sure Garth is one of those. Also, if you look at the comp plan, like we just talked about, I'm going to also make a 50% matching bonus on Garth. Wink, wink. That's like 2 paychecks in the family. Okay.
All right. Do we have another one after this one? Yes.
That is all. Thank you so much for attending. And we have a system that we all teach, really, in the whole entire company. We all say this: get on the products. The products are incredible. You're going to want your own testimonial, and you're going to want to experience how fun it is to save 70 to 90% on medical grade premium health and wellness products and beyond, right?
Yep.
So step 1, get the products. Step 2, get on Friday fire starter calls, whether you can be live, but watch that's your weekly business meeting. It's it's
about an hour.
It's just a requirement. You just, if you want to be a leader here, you need to be watching those. And then third, we say get to bronze, because we told you when you're bronze, you maximize the compensation plan, you double that matrix commission, and you become a blessing. You do that, you repeat that forever. You just repeat it. You help people who are getting in, who are your 2 favorite humans. Then they're going to find their 2 favorite humans. Who are your 2 favorite humans? And you're going to repeat. Thank you. Thank you, Garth.
Real quick in summary, what do? Get on the products. You want to have your own testimony. Treat the Friday fire starter call as a business call. It's 1 hour out of the week. Watch it on record if you can. Get to bronze. That's it. Repeat doing that, and you will absolutely have a blast here at Live Good and maximize this compensation plan. So with that, we'll finish with our tagline. So everyone, go and live. Go and live good.